Pero yung latest niya, nag-announce na si Trump, mga kababayan, kung nasaan si Maduro ngayon. At ang sabi niya, meanwhile, yung Amerika muna ang magpapatakbo sa Venezuela. Ayan po. Sabi ni Trump, US to run Venezuela after toppling Maduro in military attack. Kaya yung mga kaalyado po ng Venezuela, tulad ni Putin, saka ni Xi Jinping, na nagkikinabang mga kababayan sa oil resources ng Venezuela. Yung Venezuela po kasi, isa siya sa siya yung pinakang malaking oil reserve sa mundo ngayon. Mag-iisip na ngayon si Xi Jinping. Hello po mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas. May iba naman po tayo ng topic muna. Pag-usapan muna natin po yung ibang mga kaganapan sa ibang dako ng mundo. Kasi po matindi yung ginawa ni US President Donald Trump after na makipagkita kay Marcelito Pumoy. Congratulations pala kay Marcelito Pumoy. Bisita ni Trump, mga kababayan, si Marcelito Pumoy sa New Year's Day celebration. Yan nag-perform si Marcelito Pumoy. Di ba, mga kababayan? Congratulations sa ating kababayang magaling na singer. Yan pala mga kababayan, afterwards, sisindakin ni US President Donald Trump yung mundo sa pamamagitan ng matinding operation sa Venezuela. Arestado po si Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. Ang balita dito sa Inquirer, Venezuela's Maduro captured after large-scale strike by US as announced by Trump. Right after na makipagkita kay Marcelito Pumoy. In-invite mo na si Marcelito Pumoy, mga kababayan, para sa Christmas Eve celebration. Afterwards, ang isusunod pala na nasa plano, mga kababayan, nasyak yung buong mundo. Kahapon, mga kababayan, isinagawa yung large-scale operation para aristohin, mga kababayan, yung presidente mismo ng Venezuela. Matagal na tong winawarningan kasi ni Trump. Tumigil ka niya sa narco-terrorism na ginagawa mo sa amin. Ayaw tumigil, mga kababayan. Itong si Maduro, to give you a background, isang socialist leader ito. Ang mga barkada nito, si Putin, si Xi Jinping. And with this, mga kababayan, sa nangyari kay Maduro, mag-iisip na itong si Xi Jinping sa pang-api dito sa atin. At panggigipit, mga kababayan, sa Taiwan. Di ba? Magdadalawang isip na ito, mga kababayan. Pwede palang gawin ng isang US President ang mang-aresto ng isang foreign leader. Sa bagay, matagal na itong ginagawa, mga kababayan ng Amerika. Remember yung ginawa ng US kay Saddam Hussein and kay Libyan leader Muammar Gaddafi? Di ba? And this time, mga kababayan, tinarget ng Amerika si Maduro. So, ibigay ko muna sa inyo yung detalye ng kwento kung ano yung nangyari kahapon. But of course, many of you siguro napanood na to sa Fox News, BBC, CNN, at pati sa mga national dailies. Pero yung presentation natin, isentro natin doon sa relevance ng event na to dito sa atin, mga kababayan. Ano yung magiging epekto nito sa atin? Meanwhile, ibigay ko muna sa inyo yung kwento. So ito siya, Venezuela's Maduro captured after large-scale strike by US, sabi po ni Trump. So after na makapture, mga kababayan, si Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro, agad-agad ito na inilipad papunta sa Amerika. After months of step-up pressure by Washington, an extraordinary nighttime operation announced by President Donald Trump on social media hours after the attack. Multiple explosions rang out and low-flying aircraft swept through Caracas, the capital, as Maduro's government immediately accused the United States of attacking civilian and military installations. The Venezuelan government called it an imperialist attack and urged citizens to take to the streets. It was not immediately clear who was running the country, and Maduro's whereabouts were not immediately known. Pero yung latest niya, nag-announce na si Trump, mga kababayan, kung nasaan si Maduro ngayon. At ang sabi niya, meanwhile, yung Amerika muna ang magpapatakbo sa Venezuela. Ayan po. Sabi ni Trump, US to run Venezuela after toppling Maduro in military attack. Kaya yung mga kaalyado po ng Venezuela, tulad ni Putin, saka ni Xi Jinping, na nagkikinabang mga kababayan sa oil resources ng Venezuela. Yung Venezuela po kasi, isa siya sa siya yung pinakang malaking oil reserve sa mundo ngayon. Mag-iisip na ngayon si Xi Jinping. Sa kanyang mga activities dito sa Taiwan, may military exercises na ginagawa po. Kasi nagpaplano po ng invasion yung China sa Taiwan that could affect the Philippines. Sabi nga ng ating Pangulong Bongbong, it is inevitable kasi because of the proximity at saka yung mga maraming Filipino na nagtatrabaho sa Taiwan. Siyempre yung issue na natin dito sa West Philippine Sea, mag-iisip na ngayon si Xi Jinping kung kakayanin niya the military might ng Amerika with these operations na ginawa ng US military capturing Venezuelan President Maduro. So ito si President Trump, mga kababayan, sa kanyang pahayag sa media after the military operation, successful military operation to arrest Maduro. Pakinggan natin yung kanyang mga pahayag.
We appreciate you being here. Late last night and early today, at my direction, States Armed Forces conducted a military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas, bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence.
Ito yung pre-dawn operation na ginawa, mga kababayan, ng Amerika laban kay Maduro. Yan ang Venezuela. So yun, yung itsura, mga kababayan, ng military operation na ginawa. Ito yung naging announcement ni Trump sa kanyang Truth Social. The United States of America successfully carried out a large-scale strike against Venezuela and its leader, President Nicolas Maduro, who has been, along with his wife, captured and flown out of the country. This operation was done in conjunction with the U.S. law enforcement. Details to follow. There will be a news conference today, sabi ni Trump. So ito na nga po yung kanyang press con.
And if you think about it, we've done some other good ones like the attack on Soleimani, the attack on al-Baghdadi, and the obliteration and decimation of the Iran nuclear sites just recently in an operation known as Midnight Hammer. All perfectly executed and done. No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly in just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark. The lights of Caracas were largely turned off due to a certain expertise that we have. It was dark and it was deadly. But captured along with his wife, Celia Flores, both of whom now face American justice. Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York, it's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly
From ABC
narco-terrorism
News pala
against the
to,
United
mga
States
kababayan.
and its citizens. I want to thank the men and women of our military who achieved such an extraordinary success overnight with breathtaking speed, power, precision, and competence. You rarely see anything like it. You've seen some raids in this country that didn't go so well. They were an embarrassment. If you look back to Afghanistan, or if you look back to the Jimmy Carter days, they were different days. We're a respected country again, maybe like never before. These highly trained warriors operating in collaboration with U.S. law enforcement caught them in a very ready position. They were waiting for us. They knew we had many ships out in the sea, just sort of waiting. They knew we were coming. So they were in what's called a ready position. But they were completely overwhelmed and very quickly incapacitated.
Hindi nakapurma po yung Venezuelan army.
I'm not sure that you'll ever get to see it, but it was an incredible thing to see.
Shock sila.
Not a single American service member was killed,
Hindi
and not a single
nakapurma.
piece of American equipment was lost. We had many helicopters, many planes, many people involved in that fight. But think of that, not one piece of military equipment was lost, not one service member was, more importantly, killed. The United States military is the strongest and most fearsome military on the planet by far. With capabilities and skills our enemies can scarcely begin to imagine. We have the best equipment anywhere in the world. There's no equipment like what we have, and you see that even if you just look at the boats. You know, we've knocked out 97% of the drugs coming in by sea. 90%. Each boat kills on average 25,000 people. We knocked out 97%. And those drugs mostly come from...
Yan ang kinakagalit, mga kababayan. Ni Trump, nag-warning na siya na tigilan ang narco-terrorism na ginagawa ng Venezuela sa Amerika kasi ang dami nang namatay. Dinodroga, binabaha mga kababayan ng droga ng Venezuela, yung Amerika. Ayaw paawat ni Maduro, ito ngayon yung nangyari sa kanya. Naglunsad ng military operation to capture doon mismo sa palasyo. Nilusob mga kababayan ng Amerika yung palasyo mismo and kinapture itong si Maduro and dinala ngayon sa Amerika to face justice. Tuloy natin yung speech ni Trump.
We fought wars that were 10,000 miles away. We built Venezuela oil industry with American talent, drive, and skill, and the socialist regime stole it from us during those previous administrations, and they stole it through force. This constituted one of the largest thefts of American property in the history of our country. Considered the largest theft of property in the history of our country. Massive oil infrastructure was taken like we were babies, so we didn't do anything about it. I would have done something about it. America will never allow foreign powers to rob our people or drive us back into and out of our own hemisphere. That's what they did. Furthermore,
May warning siya sa mga foreign powers.
Venezuela was increasingly hosting foreign adversaries in our region and acquiring menacing offensive weapons that could threaten U.S. interests and lives. And they used those weapons last night. Potentially in league with the cartels operating along our border. All of these actions were in gross violation of the core principles of American foreign policy, dating back more than 2 centuries. And not anymore. All the way back, it dated to the Monroe Doctrines. And the Monroe Doctrine is a big deal. But we've superseded it by a lot. By a real lot. They now call it the Donroe Document. I don't know. It's Monroe Doctrine. We sort of forgot about it. It was very important, but we forgot about it. We don't forget about it anymore. Under our new national security strategy, American dominance in the Western Hemisphere will never be questioned again. Won't happen. So just in concluding, for decades, other administrations have neglected or even contributed to these growing security threats in the Western Hemisphere. Under the Trump administration, we are reasserting American power in a very powerful way in our home region. And our home region is very different than it was just a short while ago. The future will be, and we did this in my first term. We had great dominance in my first term, and we have far greater dominance right now. Everyone's coming back to us. The future will be determined by the ability to protect commerce and territory and resources that are core to national security. These are core to our national security. Just like tariffs are, they've made our country rich, and they've made our national security stronger than ever before. But these are the iron laws that have always determined global power. Always determined global power. And we're going to keep it that way. We will secure our borders. We will stop the terrorists. We will crash the cartels, and we will defend our citizens against all threats, foreign and domestic. Other presidents may have lacked the courage or whatever to defend America, but I will never allow terrorists and criminals to operate with impunity against the United States. This extremely successful operation should serve as warning to anyone who would threaten American sovereignty
To
or
anyone.
endanger American lives.
That includes
Very
Putin
importantly,
and
the
Xi
embargo on all
Jinping.
Venezuelan oil
Kahit hindi niya
remains in full
sinasabi.
effect. The
Yun ang
American
ibig niyang sabihin. To
Armada
anyone.
remains poised in position, and the United States retains all military options until United States demands have been fully met and fully satisfied. All political and military figures in Venezuela should understand what happened to Maduro can happen to them, and it will happen to them if they aren't just
May warning
fair,
siya.
even to their people. The dictator and terrorist, Maduro, is finally gone in Venezuela. People are free. They're free again. It's been a long time for them, but they're free. America is a safer nation. This morning, it's a prouder nation this morning because it didn't allow this horrible person and this country that was doing very bad things to us. It didn't allow it to happen. And the Western Hemisphere is right now a much safer place to be. So I want to thank everybody for being here. I want to thank General Raisin Kane. He's fantastic man. I've worked with a lot of generals. I worked with some I didn't like. I worked with some I didn't respect. I worked with some that just weren't good. But this guy is fantastic. I watched last night one of the most precise attacks on sovereignty. I mean, it was an attack for justice. And I'm very proud of him, and I'm very proud of our Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, who I'm going to ask to say a few words. Thank you very much.
Yung Secretary of Defense nila, pinalitan na ng pangalan, Secretary of War. You see? Malinaw ang mensahe ni Trump. Hindi niya papayagan sino mang leader ng mundo to threaten America. Pati siyempre yung kanyang mga kaalyado. Madaling sabi, tayo sa Pilipinas, bilang kaalyado ng Amerika, we are assured of the resolve, mga kababayan ni US President Donald Trump. Kaya sabi nga natin mga kababayan, with this operation na ginawa ng Amerika sa Venezuela, mag-iisip na si Xi Jinping sa kanyang pagmamalabis, mga kababayan dito sa West Philippine Sea at ang kanyang pambubuli sa Taiwan. Na right now mga kababayan, nagsasagawa sila ng military exercises. Darating yung panahon, gagalaw yung Amerika to defend its interest in this part of the world mga kababayan. O ngayon, pakinggan natin yung kwento ni General Kane sa ginawang operation sa Venezuela. Ito po siya, pinakilala siya ni Hegseth.
Is peace through strength, and the United States War Department is proud to help deliver it. Welcome to 2026, and under
Secretary of
President Trump,
War,
America
si Hegseth.
is back. I'd like to welcome now our Chairman Raisin Kane, to give a few more details about the operation, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. Thank you, Mr. President, and good morning. Last night, on the order of the President of the United States and in support of a request from the Department of Justice, as the President said, the United States military conducted an apprehension mission in Caracas, Venezuela, to bring to justice two indicted persons, Nicolas and Cecilia Maduro. This operation, known as Operation Absolute Resolve, was discreet, precise, and conducted during the darkest hours of January 2nd and was the culmination of months of planning and rehearsal, an operation that, frankly, only the United States military could undertake. What I'd like to do this morning
Only
is talk to you
America
through
can
some of the
undertake
preparation and the
such
details
precision
without compromising any of our tactics,
in military
techniques, and
operation.
procedures. There is always a chance that we'll be tasked to do this type of mission again. Our interagency work began months ago and built on decades of experience of integrating complex air, ground, space, and maritime operations. While the past 2 decades have honed the skills of our special operations forces, this particular mission required every component of our joint force, with soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Guardians working
Matindi
in
po.
unison with our intelligence agency partners and law enforcement teammates in an unprecedented operation. We leveraged our unmatched intelligence capabilities and our years of experience in hunting terrorists, and we could not have done this mission without the incredible
Parang
work
pelikula
by
lang.
various intelligence agencies, including the CIA, NSA, and NGA. We watched, we waited, we prepared, we remained patient and professional. This mission was meticulously planned, drawing lessons from decades of missions over the last many years, many missions over these last many years. This was an audacious operation that only the United States could do. It required the utmost of precision and integration within our joint force. And the word integration does not explain the sheer complexity of such
Kaya
a mission.
mag-iisip na yung
An
kayabangan ni
extraction
Xi Jinping
so precise,
ng China.
it involved more than 150 aircraft launching across the Western Hemisphere.
Wala kayong
in close
binatbat sa
coordination,
Amerika.
all coming together in time and place to layer effects for a single purpose: to get an interdiction force into downtown Caracas while maintaining the element of tactical surprise.
Pag nainis sa inyo
Failure of
si
one
Trump,
component of this well-oiled machine would have
tapos kayo,
endangered the
matutulad
entire
kayo kay
mission.
Maduro.
And failure is never an option for
Next
America's
is Iran.
joint force. Those in the air over Caracas
Malapit
last
na
night
yung Iran,
were willing to
mga
give their
kababayan.
lives for those
Nag-warning
on the
na si
ground
Trump.
and in the helicopters. Let me talk a little bit about the preparation. After months of work by our intelligence teammates to find Maduro and understand how he moved, where he lived, where he traveled, what he ate, what he wore, what were his pets, in early December, our force was set pending a series of aligned events. Key was choosing the right day to minimize the potential for civilian harm and maximize the element of surprise, and minimize the harm to the indicted personnel, so as the President said, they could be brought to justice. And as the President said earlier today, weather in Venezuela is always a factor this time of the year. And over the weeks through Christmas and New Year's, the men and women of the United States military sat ready, patiently waiting for the right triggers to be met and the President to order us into action. Last night, the weather broke just enough, clearing a path that only the
Perfect
most
timing po.
skilled
Hinintay nila.
aviators in the world could maneuver through. Ocean, mountain, low cloud ceilings. But when tasked with a mission, this organization does not quit. At 10:46 p.m. Eastern Time last night, the President ordered the United States military to move forward with this mission. He said to us, and we appreciate it, Mr. President, good luck and Godspeed. And those words were transmitted to the entire joint force. Over the course of the night, aircraft began launching from 20 different bases on land and sea across the Western Hemisphere. In
Matindi.
total, more than 150 aircraft, bombers, fighters, intelligence, reconnaissance, surveillance, rotary wing were in the air last night. Thousands and thousands of hours of experience were airborne. Our youngest crew member was 20, and our oldest crew member was 49, and there's simply no match for American military might. As the night began, the helicopters took off with the extraction force, which included law enforcement officers, and began their flight into Venezuela at 100 feet above the water. As they approached Venezuelan shores, the United States began layering different effects provided by Spacecom, Cybercom, and other members of the interagency to create a pathway. Overhead, those forces were protected by aircraft from the United States Marines, the United States Navy, the United States Air Force, and the
Yung edge ng
International
Amerika po, yung
The force
napaka-advanced na
included
technology
F-22s,
nila, military
F-35s,
technology.
F-18s, EA-18s, E-2s, B-1 bombers, and other support aircraft, as well as numerous remotely piloted drones. As the force began to approach Caracas, the Joint Air Component began dismantling and disabling the air defense systems in Venezuela, employing weapons to ensure the safe passage of the helicopters into the target area. The goal of our air component was, and always will be to protect the helicopters and the ground force and get them to the target and get them home. As the force crossed the last point of high terrain where they'd been hiding in the clutter, we assessed that we had maintained totally the element of surprise. As the helicopter force ingressed towards the objective at low level, we arrived at Maduro's compound at 1:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or 2:01 a.m. Caracas local time, and the apprehension force descended into Maduro's compound and moved with speed, precision, and discipline towards their objective, and
Matindi.
isolated the area to ensure the safety and security
Hindi
of the ground
nakaporma
force
po, Presidential
while
Guard ni
apprehending
Maduro.
the indicted persons. On arrival into the target area, the helicopters came under fire, and they replied with that fire with overwhelming force in self-defense. One of our aircraft was hit, but remained
Nakapaputik
flyable,
din
and
pala
as the
yung
President said
Venezuelan
earlier
forces.
today, all of our aircraft
Kaya
came
lang, wala
home. That
na.
aircraft remained flyable during the rest of the mission.
Nasurpresa sila.
As the operation unfolded at the compound, our air and ground intelligence teams provided real-time updates to the ground force, ensuring those forces could safely navigate the complex environment without unnecessary risk.
Rendered inutil yung armed forces ng Venezuela.
Protected by overhead tactical aviation. Maduro and his wife, both indicted, gave up and were taken into custody by the Department of Justice, assisted by our incredible U.S. military with professionalism and precision, with no loss of U.S. life. After securing the indicted persons, the force began to prep for departure. Helicopters were called in to exfiltrate the extraction force, while fighter aircraft and remotely piloted aircraft provided overhead coverage and suppressive fire. There were multiple self-defense engagements as the force began to withdraw out of Venezuela. The
May
force
putukan din.
successfully exfiltrated
May engagement
and
din pala
returned to their afloat launch
na nangyari.
bases, and the force was over the water at
But zero casualty po
3:29
sa
a.m. Eastern Standard
Amerika.
Time, with indicted persons on board. And both Maduro and his wife were embarked aboard the USS Iwo Jima. In closing, what we've witnessed today is a powerful demonstration of America's joint force. We think, we develop, we train, we rehearse, we debrief, we rehearse again and again, not to get it right, but to ensure that we cannot get it wrong. Our jobs are to integrate combat power so when the order comes, we can deliver overwhelming force at the time and the place of our choosing against any foe anywhere in the world.
Anywhere
I
in
am
the world,
immensely
world,
proud today
any
of
foe.
our joint force.
Di ba pa
and filled
ano,
with gratitude to
patama
represent
sa
them
mga
here
kalaban
today.
ng Amerika,
There is simply
like
no
China.
mission too difficult for these incredible
Parinig
professionals
po.
and the families that stand by them and support them. As we stand here this morning, our forces remain in the region at a high state of readiness,
prepared to project power, defend themselves, and our interests in the region. This operation is a testament to the dedication and unwavering commitment to justice and our resolve to hold accountable those who threaten peace and stability. In closing,
Those
I
who
want to
threaten
express my
peace and
heartfelt gratitude
instability.
to the brave men and women who executed this
May
mission.
warning po yung
Their
Amerika.
courage and tireless commitment to our nation are what makes us strong. Thank you.
Ano na kayo ngayon? Yung mga taghanga ni Xi Jinping. Tamimi kayo ngayon. Huwag kasi masyadong mayayabang. Ang Amerika still unmatched in terms of military power. Until today, may mga gustong sumubok na pantayan yung Amerika. But still, America is unmatched. Ito yung display of military might ng Amerika na wala pang makakapantay mga kababayan. So this will serve as a warning kay Putin sa Russia mga kababayan na hindi pa ito kayang gawin ng Russia. Nakita ninyo sa war between Russia and Ukraine po. 3 taon nang hinahunting ni Putin si Zelensky. Until now, si Zelensky buhay na buhay pa. Patuloy na nakikipaglaban sa Russia. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Ibig sabihin, hindi niya kaya ang kayang gawin ng Amerika tulad ng ginawa ngayon ni Trump kay Maduro. At I think ang susunod mga kababayan, yung leader ng Iran. Kasi ngayon po, may massive protest na nangyayari sa Iran na gustong patalsikin na nila si Khamenei. Desto Khamenei na ang sinisigaw ng mga Iranians dahil sa sobrang pang-aabuso po at gusto nilang ibalik yung dating Shah of Iran, yung Crown Prince. So ang latest ngayon, si Nicolas Maduro dumating na po sa New York after siya na makapture. Yan po. Nicolas Maduro arrives in New York. Yan po mga kababayan. Kasama yung asawa. Breaking news siya mga kababayan. Maduro wife facing federal charges. Arrive in New York. Ito yung eroplano sinasakyan. Pababa na sila. Yan po.
It is a stunning development.
Ito yung military operation. Kita ninyo. Mga helicopters po. Yan po mga kababayan. Mga pagsabog during the military operation para i-arrest si Maduro. So yan mga kababayan yung mga pagsabog. Ito yung mga reactions ng mga tao, mga netizens. This was primarily about keeping Russia and China from gaining a foothold in South America. Sabi ng isa pa, si Queen Faxia, China and Russia cannot save the friend that tells you they are not a good friends. Sabi ni Gary, all the different opinions aside, I'm speechless how the U.S. Special Forces could pull this off as smooth as you can imagine. What an incredible operation. They just snatched him off like a dog. Sabi ni MTech, China is now stressed as one of their oil sources is gone. Sabi ni Hypocrisy, he basically China and Russia remote. Sabi ni Real Combat, this how Russia supposed to attack Ukraine. Russia is amateur. Wala yung Russia po, 3 years na nakipag-gira sa Ukraine. Hanggang ngayon, presidente pa rin ng Ukraine mga kababayan si Zelensky. Di ba? So, malayo pagdating sa puwersa. Military tactics in operation, military might and precision sa operation, still unmatched ang Amerika. At with this display of military might, magdadalawang isip mga kababayan si Putin at saka si Xi Jinping na isa katuparan yung kanilang plano dito sa West Philippine Sea. Si Putin doon sa kanyang sa region niya, si Xi Jinping dito sa Southeast Asia. Magdadalawang isip na kung kakayanin niya ang puwersa ng Amerika. Tumigil na kasi kayo. Hindi ninyo kaya yung Amerika na kaalyado namin. Di ba? Yung mga pro-China forces dito. Tamimi kayo ngayon kay Trump. Pag hindi tumigil yung yung Amerika, hindi tumigil yung Amerika, yung China po, sa pang-abuso sa atin dito sa West Philippine Sea. Mr. President, pakiusapan natin, Mr. President Bongbong Marcos, pakiusapan natin si Trump na itulad kay Maduro si Xi Jinping. O di ba? Ganun ang gawin niya dito sa China para matigil na yung pang-abuso nila dito sa West Philippine Sea. At pananakot nila sa Taiwan na ayaw naman ng Taiwan na sumama pa sa kanila. Di ba? Ganun na lang yung gawin. Isang lusob na lang po. Tapos agad, walang putukan na mangyayari tulad ng nangyari doon sa Iraq at sa Libya. Iba yung military operation doon, yung Desert Storm. Marami yung namatay. Pero dito po wala. Zero casualty sa Amerika. At yung Venezuelan military, nakapagpaputok din, pero wala na. Rendered inutil mga kababayan, yung military ng Venezuela. At nag-warning si Trump. Sabi ng Amerika ni Trump, gagamit sila na mas malakas pang puwersa pag hindi tumino yung mga other leaders ng Venezuela. But for now, sabi ni Trump, he was designating people from his cabinet to be in charge in Venezuela. Yung China, nag-react na rin. Sabi rito, China, a backer of Maduro's leftist regime, said it strongly condemns the U.S. operation, while France warned that a solution cannot be imposed from outside. Yung China, mga kababayan, hanggang doon lang naman yung kaya niyang gawin. Magkundi na. Duwag man po yung mga Chinese, hanggang daldal man lang. Hindi niya kaya na gawin yung ginagawa ng Amerika, mga kababayan. But anyway, yun man lang po yung ating topic ngayon. May iba naman tayo, di ba? Atid sa inyo, mga kababayan, itong napakagandang product from Australia. I am worldwide amazing pure organic barley powdered drink mix from Australia. Yung mga gusto po na mag-order nito, mag-try po, mag-message na lang po kayo sa amin, sa aking anak na architect entrepreneur, Riz Maravillas. So lagi nating tatandaan sa buhay, you become what you believe. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye. God bless.